Well, boys, we caught that one right in the pooper. She's friggin' poached. There's oil everywhere. I mean, keep everything from rusting at least. Oh yeah, it's just friggin' running right out of the... Beautiful. It's good. Poor bastard, I'm sorry. I'm sorry, I'm an idiot. Just look at it. Oh my god, boys, it's friggin' poached. Wow. This is gonna be dripping on me for fucking ever. Free seal coat. Just wanted to get what I can get off, so it's not like just greasing my friggin' hair every time I come under here. Because believe you me, I'm under here a lot. Alright. Oh, yeah, the pumper even. Glorious. It does need brake cans. They don't really retract all that well. That's good. You can see where it cheats right there for sure. It's definitely our spot. But not for nothing, I mean, we both kind of knew it was going to happen, didn't we, boys? Good news is, it's just HL69-8 size, I believe, so I got a pile of that in stock. So we can just, I'm going to pull that line off and then we'll get a look at her and see what we got. That fitting down there, I couldn't really get to stop leaking anyway, so I've been wanting to have a look at it. Wow, tires freaking covered. Wow, batteries. Battery box is fucking wasted. Everything's wasted. I made a friggin' mess, boys. Wow. A+. But, I mean, so I think what I'll do is get you guys set up on a tripod and we'll pull that line off and just see what kind of letdown we're in for, okay? Hang tight. Well, boys, I had pressed the button before and the piece of shit GoPro beeped, so I thought it was recording. Turns out it was busy being a GoPro and not recording. So you missed me taking the line off. I think you'll survive, but nonetheless, it's still pretty frustrating because we go through great lengths around here to get you guys some kind of footage of what we're doing. So as I was explaining before, when I took the line off, this fitting was leaking prior to the line popping. Oh. And I'm not really sure why. It looks like it's pipe thread, so it really shouldn't be leaking. So we're gonna pop the fitting out of here. Just give it a look. Let's see what we can see in here, because I've never had one of these apart, so. It looks pretty super sketch, so. What I don't want to do is get shit in the valve. I'm trying to keep it somewhat clean. I'm almost wondering if it's... You see how these holes aren't centered? I'm wondering if that's my issue. Like maybe this fitting isn't actually tight on the inside where it screws in. Maybe it's just tight on the... Maybe it's tightening to that outer lip. Maybe that's the whole issue. I think we got her pretty clean. Alright guys, got our new line made. Here's the deal, I didn't get a chance to mess with this and it's getting late tonight for it, so we're gonna come back out tomorrow. I'm just gonna like essentially set this on there and start the threads so that it doesn't, I don't want to contaminate anything overnight. So that's all we're doing. Oh yeah, perfect. Man, everything I touch is just coated in oil. It's a real pain in the ass. So that's where we're gonna leave it for tonight. I'll come back out in the morning and we'll investigate that, see if we can figure out that what do you call it thing? Power steering, like I don't even know what you call that thing, but we'll try to figure it out tomorrow. Well guys, we are back. Did some digging. It looks like some guys are saying I should just be able to turn that outer collar on that power steering thing, so we're gonna give it a rip. I don't know. I just don't know. Sure don't seem to be the case, does it? Maybe gotta loosen this first. Boy. We could try this one, I guess. First you don't succeed, buy her another beer, right? Man, that's a good amount of force on that. Fucker, trying to rotate on me. That's the issue. Might be friggin'. She just doesn't want to go. Unless that's maybe reverse threaded, I don't know. There she is. Reverse threaded it is. Doesn't really move that much though. Now I've got to see if I can get this to move. No, that does not want to move. Maybe I can get this on that inner now. Move that. Maybe the inner's what moves. Of course. Put that anywhere. Boys, I cannot get that to move. Man, I can't get that to move now. That's good. Alright, boys, I think we got her figured. Don't know if you could see it from there, but there's holes in the back of this. It's got like a cross in the back. Well, there's a cotter pin that goes through, and I believe that's what holds the two pieces from rotating.
Nope. Chuck Testa.
So what we're gonna try to do, probably not because it's in a terrible position, is tap that old cotter pin back through. Ah. There she is back there. Don't ask me how the fuck we're gonna get this back in, but there's your cotter pin. And now I should be able to rotate that outer housing against the inner. Whether or not we'll be able to move it enough to make a difference, I surely don't know. But come on, get. Freaking dog. All right. We gotta go this way. Be a lot easier said than done, I think. That way, so maybe I can get onto it here. Not moving either. Tell somebody's been in here before doing this, but it is not moving, my friends. Welcome back. Next day. You may notice, without me telling you, the astute amongst you, we've been a little busy. You know, I'm sorry I didn't do any recording, but that's just the way it is. I messed with this about all day. We broke the lock ring. I got the cotter pin out of the back, but I can't get it back in. And I could not rotate it, no matter what I did. I don't know if it's just like seized from being so old. So I got the numbers off it. It's original to the truck. It's stamped 9 of 1972. And I found a company in California that sells these rebuilt, so I ordered one. We're just gonna put a new one on. I'm already done with this. But I'm gonna hang on to this one because, like I said, it's original to the truck. So what I'll probably do is send this one back, have it rebuilt, and then pull the new one off and put it on the shelf, and we'll have this one. But today what I did was I did absolutely every single power steering line to the truck. They're all new. Some of the fittings aren't new because like that's like, you're talking silly money, dude. I spent $1,000 today online, and we didn't get that much done. I mean, I didn't use all the line above, but that's not the point. So yeah, I rerouted. That's gonna need another zip tie there. I rerouted this return line. This comes up here to the T. It was like strung all the way back here and then went up in a goofy fashion, which I absolutely despised. So we made this work. And it had been replaced anyway. You could tell these are not original to the truck. They're like super shitty hydraulic lines that somebody freaking just, ugh. Anyways, both the feed and the return line to and from the pump were like that. And I didn't like them. They came out of here and they went straight down and looped all the way under that pitman arm and then came back up. And it's just, it was like prone for failure. Like they were rubbing for sure and like just janky. So we made it all nicey nice. If you could see where my lines are run here, they're all zip tied together. They're back in the factory routing. And we come up through here and that goes to the power steering pump. That's not tight yet. And then I did the return line, comes from the pump. I rerouted this. It was underneath this hose, kinking this hose. It was also a janky friggin' hydraulic line. That's it there. So I rerouted this in more of a manner consistent with the way I do things. So this is all set here. I'm waiting on the dash 16 line. They didn't have any, so I ordered it, so that'll come in, and when that comes in, what I'll do is replace this suction line to the pump, and we will then we'll fill the system. But I'm not going to fill it right now, obviously, because it's just going to end up coming all out all over me when I do that line. So we need, looks like we need one more zip tie for there. But yeah, that's the deal. Pretty pumped about that. It was like, golly, the light is just oppressive. Hang on. I don't know if you could tell, I don't know if I'm filthy. I feel absolutely disgusting, so I'm assuming I'm filthy. But that's the way she goes when you're working and digging deep. This is nothing but crawling around in sand and oil. It's just a friggin' mess, but it had to be done. I mean, it had to be done. So next, what I got, well, before we get into that, I'd like to give a huge shout out to one of my subscribers, Bruce Hodges. I really appreciate you, bud. He came up the other day, brought me a 30 rack of friggin' Natterdays. What a friggin' champion he is. And some heated mirrors and stuff for the truck. So that's like super cool. Really appreciate that. So shout out to you, bud. Thank you very much. I appreciate it. And next, what do we got to do? We're gonna do tomorrow. I'm hoping. I think my buddy picked up parts for me from the parts store today, so we won't have to go because they're closed on the weekends. So I'm hoping what we're gonna do here is replace the leveling valve. I bought all new fittings for every one of these. I got all the line that we need to do all these. I have everything, I think, except the actual leveling valve, to do all the rest of the airlines on the truck. So we're gonna start doing airlines one by one. I'm just gonna hammer down. I don't know how much of that I'm gonna record because a lot of it's like underneath the truck crawling around. It's a mess and it's really hard to film. Plus it's like super boring. Like, how many lines do you guys want to watch me replace? Probably not that many, right? I don't know, but that it's all gonna be, regardless, it's all gonna be in the next video, if it is in a video. So, oh, the other thing I noticed that I got coming is a tractor protection valve, because I had my wife out here when I got stuck the other day, and I noticed there was a major air leak when I pushed on the brake pedal, and I looked, and it's coming out of the pigtails. So it means I got a bad tractor protection valve. So we're gonna replace that. I got that coming, hopefully. And yeah, we're just gonna do a little bit at a time until we get it like road ready. We're gonna do the air system first, total front to back air system, and then we're gonna do, then we'll probably do, since power steering will be done, then we'll probably dig into electrical, and that's gonna be a lot of fun. I know that back here we've got a total absolute friggin' disaster. Luckily, it looks like a lot of the factory harness remains, so I'll use what I can, but like nothing works back here really. Like I got the one brake light and that's it, but reverse don't work, parking don't, nothing works. So we'll start digging in there. I know the headlights do work. If you notice in the one video where we got it running and I was testing stuff in the cab, that the headlights randomly came on in that video, and I figured out what was going on. I think the high beam, no, the high beams do work, but anyway, it must have a bad ground or a bad breaker, because the headlights, you can hear the breaker pop, and that's what's turning the headlights on and off as the breaker resets and trips and resets. So we're gonna have to go through like every electrical connection ever. But I know, and for a little tip for any of you guys out there that run into that, do not overlook a faulty breaker. It's gotten me before. My yellow and white truck, I chased the the parking light circuit on that truck would do it to me, and it would do it like randomly. Like you'd have the lights on and it would wait, and it would get hot. That breaker would get hot, and then it would trip. And I'd cleaned every single ground on that truck, went through every bulb. I did everything. Like when I say I did my due diligence, boys, y'all know me. I did my due diligence. And last on my list, and I was driving me nuts. I was looking for a short and couldn't find one. And come to find out, it was just a bad breaker. From setting so long, they get corroded inside and they turn to shit. So do not overlook a breaker. What else can I tell you? I think that's about it. That's where we're gonna end this one. Thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed the little bit of a road trip we got with this thing. I know it wasn't much, but you know, when you blow a power steering line, there's really not a whole lot you can do sometimes. So you know, is what it is. Next ride, I'm hoping to have the air inflated, like everything functioning the way it should be functioning, and we'll take it out for a rip. Maybe we'll take it right around the block, you know. I ain't scared. Thanks for watching. Stay tuned. A lot more to come on this thing. There's a whole lot more to do. Long ways to go. Thanks for watching. We'll see ya.